right now, Storm Tracker 13 Doppler radar showing nice conditions back across the area here at the Cape for a launch. So as long as we can keep those sensors good, the weather looks just fine as far as the launch is concerned. We'll, of course, keep you updated on what you can expect throughout the rest of the weekend. And, of course, we're going to head back to Eric right now for more live coverage of that launch. Eric?
Sounds good, Jamie. Thanks so much. Yeah, it sounds like the weather is going to be good to go. It sounds like all of the sensors are good to go, so we hope all systems are a go. We certainly are good to go. Spectrum News 13's Aaron Murray is on the Space Coast right now to give us a preview of the long-awaited launch. Aaron.
Yes, much different than yesterday. Conditions out here almost perfect. I know that yesterday was very windy, but again, nothing like that today. Though what actually scrubbed yesterday's launch, you kind of mentioned it, was a sensory issue on their secondary stage booster. But again, that's all fixed today. The launch is set to go off at 4:25.
It was clear as a bell yesterday from here to there.
SES-16 government satellite communications satellite.
Pretty
now,
cloudy,
this is owned by SES,
but should be able to get some good footage.
By Orbital ATK and is designed to operate, for 15 years. So sounds small either, weighing in about nearly 9,000 pounds. So it is huge. And also out here watching, okay, we're gonna listen in live right now. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
Okay, let's go outside and see what we see. See it out by that tree there? Yeah, let's see. Not exactly, there it is. It's not exactly springing off the pad, but there it is. It's about 30 miles from here to there as the crow flies. Now, last night was completely clear. Clear as a bell, no clouds at all out there. But it was cool out last night, too, cold and clear. And that's going to push that satellite up into space so high that they're not going to retrieve the first stage booster. Won't be coming back because they have to put it so high in orbit. Now, a week from tonight, they're supposed to do a Falcon Heavy, which is SpaceX again, supposedly the largest rocket I know in the arsenal they got now. Whether it's the largest rocket ever, we'll find out in about a week from today. They're supposed to do it next Tuesday, and that one, we'll see how the footage of the video comes out of that, but that is supposed to be phenomenal. It's the biggest thing they got. So you'll really be hearing it and seeing it and probably feeling it too. Some of the larger rockets, you can feel the blast from them on the shock wave. One time I stood on top of the roof to get a better shot for the space shuttle, and you could actually feel the roof that I was standing on. After a few minutes it took off. The roof was, you could feel it under my feet just rattling away. Now they said it just separated the stage, so We'll go back inside and watch the replay of the launch.
Again, that was just amazing. We are learning now that that is a successful launch. Again, the mission not done yet. At 32 minutes, we know that's when that satellite is going to disconnect again from the rocket. But as a first-time person out here seeing that again going up, you can really just feel it even shake out here when it really first goes up. And I wanted to just kind of tell you guys something we had learned right before is that, you know, there are a lot of people out here watching this launch, but also some very important dignitaries from Luxembourg. Again, there's a partnership between the government of Luxembourg and SES. But out here was the Prince and Princess of Luxembourg along with the Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister. So again, a very prominent crowd, to say the least, to see this go up. But like I said, still several minutes before we know if this whole thing is a success. 32 minutes, that's when the satellite again is going to depart. And what that satellite again is going to do, it's part of the government of Luxembourg's partnership with NATO. Again, that's going to provide communication surveillance over a lot of the continents and help a lot of the countries that are part of NATO. So again, a very big step here today. Certainly, again, history in the making, as it always is out here. But at this point, we'll kind of keep tuning into how well everything else goes, and we will bring you the latest as we get it. We're going to toss it back to you guys in the studio.
Aaron, before you go, I do want to ask you, I've never been out to a rocket launch. Some people here in Central Florida may not have either. Give me a little bit more of a description of what it felt like before that rocket, or as that rocket was going up.
Absolutely. Well, it's very, you know, out here, everything's very technical. You can kind of even hear them broadcasting that countdown, so you really feel that anticipation right before you start to see, you know, all the smoke and everything come out and before it really launches. But again, when you look over, you can, you know, you hear it and then you start to feel it. I mean, literally, you can kind of feel it rumbling out here as it really starts to take off. And I'm sure it's very bright on everybody's TVs at home, but it's almost, it's not obviously as bright as the sun or anything like that, but it's kind of hard to look at. It's very, you know, coming off of the rocket, it's very bright and very powerful. And it'd be fun. We have a beautiful day to watch it because of how clear the sky is. It just kind of goes right up and then just curves right into the sky. But it certainly is very, I'm very awestruck, to say the least, after seeing that.
WDAN Space
News. Definitely
News.
worth doing if anybody ever has the opportunity to.
Next Tuesday when they launch that big rocket, when we're going to be definitely, might even go out to the beach for that one.
Miles away, and it was an early morning launch, and the horizon just lit up orange, and then all of a sudden the horizon went back to its dark color from overnight, and then you saw this little orange light just go up in the sky. Really, really cool to see. I tell you what, let's watch it again in real time to see that rocket go up.
3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
Next Tuesday when they launch that big rocket, you'll really hear it and feel it.
No matter how many times you watch that, it is still really cool. And when you heard the separation,
might go out to the beach for that.
Beyond sonic, supersonic, you heard the loud applause and cheering every time it happens. It's just like they practice it, and when you see
WDAN Space News signing
a lot
off.
of people excited. And of course, if you're excited about